the story of Peppy the circus peanut. Circus people scurrying about early in the morn. Everyone busy with chores. A new day was born. Peppy, Peppy, said a friend, what's up? He saw Peppy walking around the rim of a cup. Peppy was a peanut, and it was his big dream to be a part of the trapeze, that high-flying team. But for now, he helped give treats to the guests each night. But to be a part of that group would give him such delight. Peppy passed his friend Ringo, the clown with the nose of green. He liked to wear big baggy pants, had the biggest shoes you've ever seen. Trunky was the elephant, with skin so wrinkly and grey. He liked to play with Peppy and munch on lots of hay. Then there was Mango, the lion who really wasn't scary, and the mane around his face was really very hairy. Finally, there was Veranda, the beauty of the flying trapeze. Her flips and spins and other tricks could be done with such ease. Her costume was so dazzling, with jewels and sequins she'd wear. And then there was her famous head of curly golden hair. Peppy would often think about being part of Veranda's team. He just couldn't give up on his circus trapeze dream. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up. The night show was about to start. With clowns, animals, and musicians, everyone had a special part. Riding in a bathtub, Ringo's act was first. With a silly show and blowing bubbles, of laughter the crowd did burst. Soon it was time for Trunky. His tricks were such a treat. He dipped his trunk in water and sprayed the crowd in their seats. The lion's act was next, and Mango opened his jaw. He had the biggest teeth of any lion you ever saw. Peppy sat on his little perch on top of the popcorn cart. The lights went down because Veranda's act was about to start. When the lights came back up, the crowd could see the dazzling, amazing Veranda, and Peppy smiled with glee. Veranda and Peppy reached the platform, the tippy-tippy top. Peppy jumped down from her boat with a little hop. Veranda grabbed onto the rope and hung on with all her might. She soon sailed through the air. It was such an exciting sight. The crowd went wild and soon rose from their seats. The circus tent started shaking when they all stamped their feet. The little platform where Peppy stood started to shake as well. He tumbled off the platform and down to the ground he fell. Peppy was so excited, flying through the air. With flip after flap and flap after flip, he performed with such flair. But where would Peppy land? Would he land on his toes? Out of the corner of his eye, he saw Ringo's green nose. Maybe he could hit it, he thought as the target came nearer. Closer and closer, and boing, he bounced off without any fear. Where would he go this time? Trunky's trunk came into sight. Closer and closer, and whoosh! Peppy again had taken flight. Mango's tail came into view as he was swatting at some flies. Right then, he swatted at Peppy instead. What then happened was no surprise. Where would Peppy land this time? He wasn't sure where, but then he spotted Veranda's golden hair. A hush fell over the crowd. Peppy's target was in sight. Closer and plop! he landed in her hair just right. Veranda was a little surprised to have Peppy land in her hair. She held up her hand and he jumped on. Then she let him down with care. Peppy looked at Veranda and then at the cheering crowd. He finally achieved his dream, and for that he felt very proud. The